you're looking for a car, recreational vehicle, or a home, Central Minnesota Federal Credit Union works to keep rates low and provides quality service to make borrowing easy.
Welcome everybody, Dustin Williams here for DigElog ROCORI, the ROCORI Spartans in action at Springer Park on a cold and blistery Friday afternoon. The Spartans in the top half of the first inning out in the field. Scott Schroeder on the mound gives up this single up the middle and out into center field. With one out now, Schroeder's going to take advantage of the big strike zone called by the ump. However, he gives up another single up the middle, and the runners would both advance on the throw here to third base. So now with runners on second and third, the Huskies are going to rip a single into left center field, and they would score 2 runs on the play. Schroeder would minimize the damage in the first inning as he induces a pop-up here to Lardy, and the Spartans would trail. After a half inning, 2-0 is your score. In the bottom of the first, the Albany Huskies pitcher takes advantage of the large strike zone, as they call the strike on Bacchus. He's going to ground up the middle off the pitcher's glove. However, he is thrown out at first as the throw just beats him to the bag. Still in the bottom of the first, Eric Locksterkamp is going to get beamed right in the middle of the back, and that can't feel good on this freezing, windy day. He takes a fastball right in between the numbers. Here, the third baseman for the Huskies is going to cut off the ground ball and whip a throw across the diamond just in time to beat Schneider at first base, and the Spartans trail after one, 2-0. After a quick top half of the second, Matthias Butala is going to strike out, and it would appear that the Spartans' bats would continue to struggle. However, Scott Willenbring is going to smack a double into the gap in right center field. He would eventually wind up at second base here as he trots in with a stand-up double, 1 out in the bottom half of the second inning. Scott Tice is going to come up now, put a great swing on the ball, and line a double into left center field this time, and Willenbring would come around to score as Tice slides in head first and just beats the throw into second base. 1 out still in the second inning. The Spartans get 1 back. Tice is going to advance to third base here as the ball gets away from the Albany Huskies catcher. This would eventually be a big play as Roush strikes out here, because Tice is going to come around to score on the next play as the ball gets away from the Huskies catcher one more time. And really this entire play was set up because head coach Jeff Ilias was showing Tice how to come off the bag at third and anticipate the ball getting away from the catcher. Nice play by Coach Ilias, and a huge run scored for the Spartans. After another quick top half of the third, the Spartans get on base right here, and Locksterkamp puts down a nice bunt, advancing the runner to second base with 1 out in the inning. With 2 strikes, Schneider just tries to shorten up his stroke and move that runner over to third base, and he's just thrown out on the play. You never know what could happen with the shaky catcher behind the plate for the Huskies. However, the Spartans are unable to score this run here at the end of the third, so they're going to get the lazy ground out to the pitcher, and Matthias Butala is retired, and so are the Spartans. After the bottom of the third, 2-2 is your score. In the top of the fourth, Schroeder gets the ground ball to short. The Spartans get a quick out in the third inning. Here, Locksterkamp's going to boot the ball, and the runner is safe at first base. After the error on the play, the runner's going to steal second, and the Albany Huskies have a little bit of a threat cooking in the top half of the fourth inning. Here, Willenbring is going to get the ball over to Schroeder just in time to get the runner out at first. On the play, Schroeder would have a bit of an equipment issue, but he would get the ground ball to short on the very next play, and the Spartans would escape the inning. 2-2 is your score. In the bottom half of the fourth, Willenbring would lead off with a deep home run. So far, our cameras couldn't even pick it up, but the run counts nonetheless, and the Spartans lead 3-2, and they would go on to win. 7-2 is your final, the Spartans over the Huskies.